it into your life to make all of your dreams come true. You can also watch my last video about this topic, in which I tell you exactly what happened when I meditated all day and basically for a week. And some really amazing things happened. Not huge things yet, but really exciting things to me. And my life really improved. So, here are the steps to using meditation. Get everything that you want into your life. Step one, meditate. uh, and the way that you meditate is you sit down or lay down or just get comfortable. Just sit or lay down in any. It's my laptop making noise. Just an ad. So basically, the first step is meditate. Just, it might take you about 15 minutes to meditate. I usually meditate for less than 15 minutes, and then I will get an impulse to take some action in less than 15 minutes. I'll get an impulse to take an action in like just 1 minute of meditating a lot of times. So the time you meditate just depends on how long it takes for you to get an impulse. So the way that you meditate is you listen to a sound, either music that doesn't have any words in it and is only like just the music, like classical music or jazz, or you could listen to Tibetan healing bowls or wind chimes, or I like to listen to Reiki music a lot because then you get to meditate and you get healed at the same time. The Reiki videos I usually listen to are by Divine White Light on YouTube. And so I get all my chakras healed and I meditate at the same time with her. And then you can also listen to 639 hertz music, or that's what I usually listen to when I meditate, or I listen to 963 music. Just type in 639 HZ music, and you'll get a bunch of different videos on YouTube if you type it into YouTube. So you can listen to that, or you can just listen to the sound of your breathing, or you can listen to any sound of your whole environment. It doesn't matter what the sound is. It could be the dripping of water from the sink, or it could be a strange noise in your air conditioner that your air conditioner makes in your vent, anything. So just listen to that sound, and your mind is going to wander, and you're going to think a lot of thoughts. But whenever you think a thought, try your best to stop thinking all thoughts as much as possible, and just every time that you think a thought, just keep focusing your mind back onto the sound that you were listening to, and try to only focus on the sound that you were listening to, of your breathing or the music or whatever it is that you're listening to. And try not to think any thoughts, okay? The goal of meditation is to quiet your mind so that your mind is free of all thoughts as much as possible. And then once you have a mind that is quiet and free of all thoughts, you will usually, after having a quieted mind that's free of all thoughts for about 1 minute, you should get a strong impulse to take some action, or you'll get an idea to do something. So basically, usually the way it happens with people is they'll meditate for about 15 minutes before they get their mind quieted enough and free of thoughts enough, to have that quiet mind last for about a minute. And then, maybe they'll have to meditate for about 10 minutes before their mind stops thinking thoughts, and then they get their mind to be quiet and free of thoughts. So it might take you a while before your mind gets quiet, but after your mind has been quiet for about 1 minute, you should get an impulse to take some action. And then just the step 2 is take the action that you get during meditation. So, like with me today, I meditated, and then I got the impulse to go to the duck park and to go to Lexington and explore, and it was a really fun day for me today. I discovered 2 new parks that have been right under my nose my whole life, that I drive down this street all the time, and they were on a side street off this street that I had no idea they were, and that was really cool to me. I just discovered 2 new parks, and they were in like 2 different streets, but in areas that I drive down all the time, like every day. And so that was really exhilarating for me. I just meditated, and basically what will happen is you will meditate. When your mind is quiet, you're going to get an idea to do something, okay? And so that's what I'm talking about when I say you'll get an impulse to take an action. An idea will pop into your head. Now, you might hesitate to take action on that idea. And with that, I would say, like I said in my previous video, if it's a big decision that you think will really impact your life a lot, and you're hesitating to take action on it, even though you just meditated and you got the impulse to take action on that idea, I would wait until you feel no hesitation to take action on those big decisions in your life that you think will really impact you. Like with me today, I was meditating all day, and I kept getting this impulse to take this action that is a really big decision to me that I had been wondering what I should do about for like months and months now. And it kept telling me to do this thing, and I kept thinking, well, maybe I should wait because I'm just not sure if it's the time to take that action yet. So I decided to just wait, even though it kept, I kept getting this impulse every time I meditated the whole day today to do this thing. I was like, I just don't think it's time yet, because when it's really time for you to take action on that big decision, then there will be no hesitation within you. I know this because I've experienced this before. I meditated on something that was a really big decision that I had to make, and I wasn't sure what to do about it, and I knew it was going to really impact my life, and it was really important to me. So it was just a really big decision to me. And so I meditated. I kept getting an impulse to do something, but I wasn't sure if that's what I should do. So I just kept meditating. And then after a few weeks, eventually I got to a place where during meditation, I got the same impulse that I'd gotten before during meditation weeks ago. But this time, I was not hesitating. I took that action, and I ran as fast as I could to take that action. It's going to be like that when it's really time to take the action. It's going to be like that. You're going to run to take the action. You can't take the action fast enough. There's no hesitation within you. And when that happens, when there's no hesitation within you to take action on a big decision, that's when you need to take the action. But until that happens, if it's a really big decision to you and you get an impulse to take an action during meditation, but you hesitate, then I think that means that you are not ready yet to take the action. Because if you take the action before you're ready, before there's no hesitation in you when you take the action, then you might not get the results that you were hoping for when you take the action. Because you want to have a high vibration and be sure and not be hesitating when you take the action, so that you will get the great results from taking the action that you want. So, but if you get an impulse to do something that isn't a big deal to you, that isn't a big decision, you know it's not going to impact your life that much, and you get an impulse to do that small decision during meditation, then just follow the impulse and see what happens. You should get really great results because you got the impulse during meditation when your mind was clear. When your mind is clear, you're connected to source. You're connected to God. You're connected to the universe. And so the universe can finally tell you the guidance it's been trying to tell you when it couldn't tell you because you kept thinking all these thoughts that were in the way of being able to hear what source and God and the universe were trying to tell you that would lead you towards everything that you want to manifest into your life. So that's why you quiet your mind during meditation. It allows you to hear the voice of God that's trying to tell you what you need to do to manifest and make and happen and get everything that you want to get into your life, whether it's the love of your life, finding your soulmate, source, God, the universe will tell you exactly what you need to do to get the soulmate, to get the millions of dollars into your bank account, to get everything that you want. But you have to quiet your mind to hear what God, source, the universe is trying to tell you to make it happen, to get all of those things. And so that's why you quiet your mind during meditation. So yeah, that's pretty much all the steps. Step 1, meditate. Step 2, take action on the impulse if it is a small decision to you. Like I said, for example, with me today, I got an impulse to just go to the park, and then I was feeling really happy at the park. It was a really nice thing for me to do. I just felt very at peace. I got an impulse to go to Lexington, and it was really fun for me. I was listening to music. I was feeling like I was on top of the world just driving across the lake. It was such a lovely day. So that wasn't like a big decision to me. It wasn't like life-changing or important to me. When I got the impulse, go to Lexington, it just popped into my head. I literally just meditated, and then the way it happens with me is I get a voice, like kind of like in the back of my head. And today, the voice in my head said, "Go to Lexington," or like explore Lexington. This is something like that. And so I was like, okay, I will do that because it wasn't a big deal to me. It wasn't like a big decision to me. Like, should I go to Lexington? I don't know. What if something bad happens? I wasn't thinking about it like that. It was just driving to Lexington. It wasn't a big decision. It was just a small decision to me. So I followed that impulse. I took that action. I just went to Lexington, and it was really fun. But when I got the impulse to take the big decision that I wasn't sure about yet, I knew that I wasn't totally sure about it, and I was hesitating. So I decided today that I should wait and keep meditating every day until there's no hesitation in me to take that action on that big decision that I've been trying to figure out what to do about for months. And so that's all you do. And then you just keep meditating throughout the day. After you take one action, meditate again until you get an impulse to take another action. Then take that action if you feel sure about taking the action, that is. And then just keep doing that all day, every day, until eventually you should manifest everything that you want into your life. And by the way, when you do this, it's not like you're never going to have anything negative happen to you because your vibration is just so high from meditating all day. Like sometimes things will still happen, but not from the impulses that you got during meditation. It'll be like when you're not taking those impulses in between time, you might have a fight with a friend or something. Or, like today with me, I had an amazing day following my impulses for meditation. All of the impulses you will get during meditation should lead you towards something that will make you feel happy. It should not lead to a negative result. If it does lead to a negative result, then it's only because your mind wasn't really as quiet as you thought it was during meditation. And so you were getting an idea to taking action that wasn't actually from God's or source of the universe. It was just your own thought. And so maybe your vibration wasn't as high as you thought it was. You took the action, you didn't get the results you were hoping for. And that's the only reason why that would ever happen. But if your mind was clear and if you were feeling really happy, that's the sign. If you got the idea to take the action and you were feeling really happy and you're confident that your mind was free of all thoughts when you got that idea and that impulse to take that action, then you should get really great results from taking that action because you're feeling happy when you got the idea. And so therefore, because you're feeling happy, you are a vibrational match to happy results that match the way you felt when you took the action. That's how the law of attraction works. You already knew that. If you know about the law of attraction, you already knew that. So yeah, that's how you do. And like with me, I was gonna say, like with me today, yeah, I had a really great day following all my impulses. All the impulses I got during meditation went great for me today. I had such a happy time from following those impulses. But then in between when I was meditating and getting impulses, there was a period of time where I was like, I didn't really meditate, I don't think, before I decided to go to my sister's place. So maybe that's kind of a bad sign. But I go to my sister's place every day. I probably should have meditated first to see if it was a good idea to go there. But I just went to my sister's place. I don't think I meditated first. I just went to my sister's place just because I go there every day. And my sister and I had a really big fight today, even though I was meditating all day. So, like I said, sometimes you might still have negative things happen to you in between the meditating and following impulses. But every impulse that you take action on that you got during meditation should give you really happy results. So don't worry about getting negative results from the ideas that you get to take actions on during meditation. If your mind was really free of thoughts and you were feeling happy, it should lead you towards happy results, like I said. But if you have an in-between time, like I said, with what happened with me and my sister, where you're not meditating and following impulses, you might kind of get negative again for minutes without realizing it, and then maybe you'll decide to go somewhere, talk to someone, or do something, and then it might be kind of a negative experience. And you're like, oh, but I was having such a happy day following my impulses, which is how I felt today. Like, why did this negative thing have to happen and take me off of my positive momentum? But it's just, I think what it is just when you really first start meditating, like with me, I really just started meditating again like a week ago. So you'll have some residual low vibrational thought patterns that might still manifest for the first few weeks of really meditating all day, every day. So if something negative happens, don't think, I'm doing something wrong. My vibration isn't as high as I thought it was. I'm not using the law of attraction right. Don't think that. It just means that those old thoughts have to kind of play themselves out maybe for a few weeks before your life really starts to change and you start manifesting everything that you want from doing this, meditating all day and following impulses from meditation all day. So just trust that everything will work out. That's what I'm doing. Just keep meditating every day anyway, even if something negative happens to you in between the meditating. Just keep meditating. Keep it up. Keep meditating and following your impulses from meditating, and eventually your life should really start to improve more and more and more. So yeah, that's all I have to say about that. It's really simple. And you know what? If you don't like meditating, then I'm gonna make another video about what you can do in that case. So yeah, have a good day. Video. Just om, shalom. I don't know. Namaste. Bye.